Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. He's smiling, Nessa Sauerland, because we've just seen Filip Hrgović get his victory and inside the distance as well. Good night for the team.
Yeah, really good night for the team. Great week for the team. Here in Vegas, Filip's first time fighting here, first time here. It's always an experience in Vegas, and I'm glad he's put on a show. So I'm really happy with the performance. I understand it's against a last-minute opponent, but the opponent's beaten a few decent guys in the amateurs, and he's got a decent experience. So look, we're all round we're happy with it. Kick off 2022 with some big announcements.
Was it important for him to put on a performance tonight? Because, okay, even if he didn't look good and win, he's still going to get what he wants next year. But it's important just to make people know that Filip's here, Filip's serious, and just keep it fresh in people's mind that he's here and he's dangerous.
Well, I would have rather him being like a spoiler, because maybe someone will say yes to fighting him.
Rather, he just looked awful, so someone's like, I might fight him.
Well, there you go, yeah, But no, I'm glad he's come finish the year with a big display. Looked great, shone under the bright lights, and we've got Davor Suker here supporting, and the train goes on.
That is quite cool, just Davor Suker just knocking back in the changing room. You say some big talks and big things that are going to come in 2022. We know exactly what he wants. Is it going to be this IBF final eliminator, and do you have any idea perhaps of who he could be against?
Well, it's definitely going to be the eliminator. Ortiz fights Martin. Whoever wins that gets the option to fight Filip. If they don't, they'll go down the list again for the third time. And I know that Zhang's up for it. So, if it's Zhang, it's Zhang. If it's someone before that in the ranking, it's someone before that. I think Filip really needs a fight to get up for now and get motivated for. He's 14 fights in now, and it's time to get his teeth into an opponent.
You talk about needing something to not Mike Tyson style. You talk about needing to sort of get motivated for an opponent, and he hasn't taken his eye off the ball tonight. He's looked good, and we saw that he took Matovic seriously. But have you noticed perhaps a difference in the fact that when he didn't land that fight, he's been a bit like, if you know what I mean?
No, I think, look, this is the last of those kind of fights. Like you say, I think he now needs something to get up for. I think he'll say it himself. I thought tonight he showed some, his left hook was back again. He threw a nice uppercut in there, and it's nice to see that punch variety, especially, you don't always see heavyweights switch up their shots like that. Fair dues to Matovic. He came to, have a go, and he went a few rounds with Filip. And I think he would have gotten up. But the ref made a wise choice.
When I spoke to Filip yesterday, he said that, I asked him actually, I said, do you put any sort of blame towards Eddie and the promotion in the fact that you can't land these fights? And he jokingly said, if I put blame on Eddie, he won't get me these fights. But I just want to know from your side, have there been any talks of, come on, let's try and fasten the process up? We know it's not easy to get these fights, but has there been any talks like, come on, it's a bit too long now?
Of course. No, look. We got him. Sometimes you get someone into a position too quickly, that's kind of being a great promoter, but also not being a great promoter. It's kind of like two sides to it. I think that now, look, he's had 14 fights? Probably 13, 14. It's 100% now. The next fight has to be a top 15 ranked world ranked heavyweight. Look, it's not our fault that, Michael Hunter, for instance, we won the purse bid for that fight, and he then waited 2 weeks before pulling out, which, it's just not for just move on. Like, if you're not going to fight, just move on and let the guy make, fight the next in line. But yeah, it is a hard one to balance. It is.
Well, we expect him to get that big fight next year, fingers crossed. And then, obviously, I know you want the big fight first, and he needs to win that big fight. But obviously, the belt's just so tied up. There's so many people in different positions dotted about. You got Joshua Fury, Usyk, Dillian, all pretty much in sort of a little square there with the belts. When can, in your head, plan-wise, Filip fight for a world title?
I think with the IBF, it's quite good with the eliminators. But also, you don't want to be standing in the way of some of those fights, because actually for the good of boxing, they need to happen. But I would say towards the end of the year. That would be my guess. But look, we need to win the Eliminator, like you say, first. And then look, there's some good fights out there before. You know, we're waiting. You know, why not do a Chisora or a Helenius or something along those lines? You know, even a Michael Hunter or something like that.
I don't think Michael Hunter will happen this year, just telling you now. In terms of Zhang, I spoke to Philip yesterday about who he could fight, and he said potentially Zhang. I know Eddie's got this idea of Zhang fighting in China, that there could be like some real money to be made there. Would be up for that, Philip going to China?
Yeah, no, listen, I've got
that says to me that it's already been signed, sealed, and delivered. That smile.
I'm just, I'm not going to say what I'm about to say because, there's a certain tennis sort of tournament going there at the moment, and I think one of the contestants has gone missing. I'm just imagining myself going missing out there or something. I'm sure it's all fine. Yeah, look, we'll go. I guess it would be in Macau. Yeah, why not? Be fun. Be a fun place.
Something to tick off the list. Fingers crossed you come home safely. Nissa, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations to you and the team, and fingers crossed next year we get what we want.
Thanks, man. Cheers.